Hey guys, this is Josh F151 Tech back with another video. And in this video, I just wanted to put a quick video out just to kind of talk about AI slop and what it's actually doing to our world and what it's actually like doing to our phones and you know, like just I just wanted to discuss it a little bit in this video because it's everywhere. Like all you hear anymore, like even on Spotify streaming services, you know, they're implementing it into their stuff, like AI playlists. You know, it's basically everywhere. It's like you can't escape it. On TV, they have, you know, commercials about it and stuff like that. And like the main thing that I want to get out here is that I call it AI slop, and a lot of people do, and I do think that it's taking over. It's really just AI slop, and I'm just tired of it. It's not anything that we should really be proud of, because like it's making people lazier for one thing. I mean, I could go on, you know, for hours talking about why I think it's dangerous and why I think that it needs to be actually stopped, in my opinion. You know, some people would laugh at me, and, you know, some people would say, Josh, you know, well, this is the up and coming technology, and I understand that, but there's a difference between the up and coming technology and dangers with it, and we don't really seem to really care much about dangers in our society, unfortunately, because the society is shit anyway. Let's be honest. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are just all for one and none for all, if you want to, you know, say it that way. Or, you know, I don't really want to get, you know, too like much into it, but what I'm trying to get out in this video is that I just think that it's going to get worse. It's going to get more and more dangerous, and like they're actually taking selfies from people now, from what I've heard. They're using people's fingerprints, like if you put up the peace sign in a picture or something like that, and you post it on social media or something like that, or anywhere, you know, if somebody would hack your phone or something like that, they can get your actual fingerprint from that, and they could use that like to unlock your phone, or to, you know, like unlock anything, you know, use it for like anything, virtually anything, like, you know, like bad, like anything bad, basically. So I mean, this is just not good. This kind of technology is just not good. I mean, I don't even really like talking about it, but there's people on YouTube talking about it and how, you know, dangerous it's getting and everything. And not only that, but the lack of support that it actually has. Like if you upgrade your phone on a year-to-year basis, like I did, and I'm no longer doing that. I made a video about that actually on my channel. I now have the Google Pixel 10a, and it doesn't have as much AI slop as the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL that I had, that I downgraded to this with. I actually downgraded from that to this, I should say, and I've been happy with it. I don't like the AI slop. Like the less AI slop, the better, in my opinion. That's just how I am. I'm from the 90s, so I mean, we didn't have this kind of stuff back then. So I'm perfectly content with the less AI slop, the better. That's how I look at it. But what I wanted to get out in this video is not only the dangers of AI, but also like they're not supporting phones that are still basically less than a year old, like the Google Pixel 9 series phones. They're not supporting the advanced AI features. Like, you're not able to get, you know, the best AI features. Not that I really care, but like for people that have those phones, for people that have flagship level phones that you spend thousands of dollars on if you upgrade every year, like I used to, like I said, I'm getting out of that because I don't care about the AI slop. But for people that do, like, that's a problem. And sorry if you guys can hear that, it's actually thundering out. Yeah, I mean, for people that do care about it, and people that have like Google Pixel 9 series phones, Google Pixel 8 series phones, especially the Pro level phones, like the Pros and the Pro XL and whatever they're going to be called in the future, because I'm sure that AI is going to be getting more and more advanced. So it's definitely not going to go away anytime soon, unfortunately. We can hope, but unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. But the Google Pixel 9 phones, I was watching Tech Odyssey's video about that, and I decided to make a video on it myself and talk about it because he's right. He says in his video that the Google Pixel 9 Pro has 12 gigabytes of RAM, or the base model has 12 gigabytes of RAM, and they're not able to run the latest AI, and Google has said that. They've said that they're not going to get the latest Gemini Nano AI. So, like, that phone is going, it's going on 2 years old now, with the Google Pixel 11 series coming out, like, in a few months, but that's crazy. Like, you spend $1,000+ on a flagship level phone, and you're not going to be able to run that even with 12 gigabytes of RAM. That's just mind-boggling to me. Like, they're gonna have a problem with this, and like Tech Odyssey said in his video too. Like I've told you guys before, he's a big Google Pixel fan. He goes on about like Google Pixel videos. He makes a lot more than I do. But I had to talk about this AI slop because it's just it's not only dangerous, like I said, but it's also like getting to the point where that's all these phone manufacturers and carriers and all of them care about. Like, that's really all they care about is AI. Like, you know, if your phone can't run this AI, then it's considered outdated. You know, if it can't run that AI, you know, like stuff, then it's outdated. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, I love my Google Pixel 10a. I've been using this actually for a few months, and I've been fine with it. Like I said, the less AI slop, the better. But like with the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, obviously that had more AI, but for how long? That's the thing. That's what's worrisome here. Like, for people that actually care about it. Like, if you buy a phone and then, you know, it's considered obsolete in less than a year when the new phones come out because they can run more AI generated stuff than the previous year phone, then what's the point of upgrading year after year? Like, that just makes no sense. And for people like me that could care less about AI, then, you know, the Google Pixel 10 series phones, they make more sense, in my opinion, for people that don't care about AI, you know. And even like the cheaper Samsung Galaxy phones, like my mom, she has a Samsung Galaxy A series phone. I think it's the E or whatever it's called, you know, something like that. You know, they also have cheaper, like, I think they have S series phones too. You know, the Samsung Galaxy S series phones, they're, you know, on the cheaper side, some of them. You know, I don't really know much about Samsung phones. I used to, but I've been in the Google ecosystem for the last couple of years, and I continue to be. And sometimes it's like, do I really want to be? Like, I have to stop sometimes and ask myself, you know, do I really want to be in this ecosystem anymore? And another thing that I wanted to discuss in this video is that Apple, they bought the rights to use Gemini Nano AI in their iPhones. So they're going to be paying Google $1 billion every year to be able to use Google's AI in their phones. I mean, that's just crazy to me. That actually kind of makes me laugh because, like, Apple could probably invent their own AI. I know they tried, but, you know, they didn't try hard enough. And now that Tim Cook is leaving, you know, I really think that, like, you know, they're going to get somebody in there and they're just going to go all AI. They're just going to go all only worry about AI and stuff like that, because that's where it's going. But like Tech Odyssey said, and I agree with him in his video. I can actually leave it linked down below in the description if you guys are interested. But I agree with him on this also. He said in his video, he said it like this. He says with Apple, he says if they only worry about AI, same with Google. If this AI keeps up like this, like if they keep only worrying about AI, then their phones are going to go to shit. I hate to say it that way, and excuse my language, but their phones, Google's, and Apple's will go to shit. And it's starting because, like, he even said, if they don't make some kind of a guarantee with their phones, like Google and Apple, now that Apple is going to be using Google's AI, if they don't have some kind of guarantee, like 3 years of AI updates, no matter what, even if they consider the phone obsolete, then that's going to be a bad thing, because that's what they're going to probably have to do. They're probably going to have some kind of level of, like, you're going to get AI updates until further notice. They're going to give you like a cutoff, like they do with the security updates, the Android updates, and stuff like that. And I think that's really what needs to be done, because these phones can run AI. They can run AI. It doesn't take 16 gigabytes to run AI of RAM. It doesn't take even 12 gigabytes of RAM to run AI. I mean, you can run AI with my phone, my Google Pixel 10a. Now, is it the best? No. But like I said, I don't really care. But for people that do, like with a 12 gigabyte RAM, iPhone 16 or iPhone 17 or a Google Pixel 9, like I was saying, 12 gigabytes of RAM there. If they can't run the latest and greatest AI, then what's the point? What's the point of owning a flagship level phone? There's not really a point, in my opinion, and I'm sure that a lot of people would agree with me on this. A lot of people were agreeing with Tech Odyssey on that, and I had to make a video on this because, like, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of the AI slop. I'm tired of hearing it everywhere. It's in my music apps. It's in Spotify. It's like, use a generated playlist by AI, your AI DJ, and stuff like that. I just can't stand it. I mean, it's just everywhere. Everywhere you look, and I work at a school, and all you hear is the kids, talking about AI, AI this, AI that. The teachers, talking about AI. Oh, he used AI to do his homework. She used AI to do her homework. I mean, it's crazy. It's not only dangerous, but also these companies, these cell phone manufacturers and companies are making it worse by like selling it and stuff like that. It's just crazy. It's the internet. It is the internet, guys. If you turn your phone off, you don't have any AI. The guy that I know, that he was taking me back and forth to work for a while, and he told me that. He said, well, if you turn your phone off, you don't have AI. Like, you don't have any access to AI, so it's internet. You're already paying to use the internet through your internet provider, and then, obviously your cell phone provider too when you're out and about. But, like, now they're charging, and people think with this new thing that Google has, $5 a month, you get 400 gigabytes of cloud storage, and you get the advanced AI, they call it. Okay, well, I don't want the advanced AI. I think that's ridiculous. You should not have to pay to have better AI on a year-old phone, or any phone for that matter. Like, just give us the AI included in our phones. I understand, now let's talk about this. I understand if you don't buy like $1,000+ phone, yeah, I understand that. You're not going to get as many AI features and stuff like that, and that's understandable, and that's fine with me, because I'm trying to escape it as best as I can with my Google Pixel 10a, and not only that, I've always been a fan of the Google Pixel A series. I've always thought they were great, but the Google Pixel A series, like, I'm going to make another video on that. I'm going to talk about, what changes I think they need to make, and like, I'm going to make videos, I'm going to make more videos on this kind of stuff, guys, so definitely stick around for them, because they'll be coming. But yeah, like I said, the AI is just dangerous. It's getting more and more dangerous, and it's just, it's crazy that they're making people pay for this. Like, if you want advanced AI, they call it, then you have to pay for it, and it's just ridiculous. It's really just ridiculous, and I really hate talking about it, but I had to make a video about it because, like, I just want it to stop. I want it to stop, and unfortunately, it's not going to. But I just want to tell you guys, be careful. Be careful out there, because like anything can happen with this stuff. Like it is very, very scary. And sorry about that with the weather bug notifications, but it's storming here, like I said. So I'm getting myself all worked up about this, and I apologize for that. I'm kind of like ranting in this video, but it's true. It's not only dangerous, but these companies are just using it as a ploy to get people to pay into it and upgrade their phones and stuff like that. For example, like I was using my phone today, and it said on my call, I got a call actually from a friend of mine earlier today, and it said upgrade to advanced call screening for AI, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. That's just crazy. Advanced call screening. I mean, for AI, that's just laughable to me. I mean, that's really just crazy, and I think it's like $10 a month or something. That's even crazier. I mean, like I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going to upgrade to advanced AI because I could care less about basic AI. So, like, for people that do, I'm sure they're going to be like, well, Josh, some people like it. Yeah, I understand that, but there's dangers to it, like I said, and for two, they're just using it. These companies are just using it. And like I said, Google is getting paid $1 billion a year. $1 billion a year, guys, to have the AI on iPhones coming up. And do you think that they're going to care about giving us, like, better AI on the Google Pixel phones? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to give it to us for free. They're going to be like, hey, last year's phones are going to have to pay for it. Or you're just not going to get it at all, even if you pay for advanced AI, a so-called advanced AI features on your year-old or 2-year-old or 3-year-old phone. It doesn't matter. They're going to be like, well, you're going to have to upgrade if you want that. Like, it's the internet. It's the internet, guys. And they're making us pay more and more to use AI. I just think it's ridiculous. So that's basically all I got, guys. I just wanted to get a quick video out. It was probably more of like a rant video, but those are the two things that I keep in mind. It's dangerous, and they're just using it to make money. That's really what it is. And criminals are using it, left and right. They're using it to their full advantage, and it's only going to get worse. They're going to have it to the point where like banks are going to have even more security because of AI and stuff like that. It's just getting very bad. It's getting really, really bad, and I don't know where it's going to end, but I know for a fact that the technology obviously can't keep up with it. Like the newer phones, like the Google Pixel 10 series, like they're saying that they're not going to get the better AI and stuff. When the Google Pixel 11s come out, they're going to get it, but after that, the Google Pixel 12, the Google Pixel 11s are going to be left in the dust. They're not going to get it unless you pay for it, or even if you don't pay for it, you might not get the features that the Google Pixel 12s have. So, like, it's just a money maker. It's just a complete money maker, and it's a bunch of BS in my opinion. So I'm glad that I don't worry about it. I could care less about it. But it is bad. It's really bad, and I really wish that it never started. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. And mark my words, guys. I hate to say it this way, but it is going to get worse. It's going to get worse before it gets better, and there's probably going to be a lot going on that we hear about on the news. AI this, AI that. People have generated pictures and stuff like that. Like, that's a really scary thing right there. Like, you can make pictures of people, like you can, make, like I've seen them on the internet, like Donald Trump, they make him look like he was somewhere where he wasn't and stuff like that. Now, you can tell that it's AI, but, like a criminal could do that to you. Like a criminal could do that to anybody, paste your picture in somewhere and make it look like you were there or something, and you end up getting arrested or something, or, worse. I mean, it's just scary. It's scary with the fingerprints and stuff like that. And actually, I've actually taken my fingerprint off of my phone. I've taken my fingerprint off of my phone, and I've actually resulted in using just the PIN or the password, whatever you want to call it, whatever one you want to use, because it's dangerous. Like, and if you really think about that, I'm probably going to make a separate video on that eventually too. Like, somebody told me, I was working one night and we were discussing it at work, about like fingerprints and AI and stuff, and I never actually really thought too much into it until this guy at work told me. He said, well, if you think about it, Josh, he says, if somebody knocks you out, he says, if you're unconscious, he says, and somebody knocks you out to get money or something from you, robs you or whatever, all they have to do is knock you out cold, and place your finger on the fingerprint scanner on your phone, and away they go. They stole your phone, and now they have access to all your information until you wake up, if you ever do. So, like, that's the scary thing. So that really made me think too. So now I no longer have a fingerprint scanner on my phone, because like that's dangerous. It's just all getting dangerous. Like the banking apps on people's phones and stuff like that, they're not safe. They're just not safe anymore. I mean, and I'm really thinking about stopping rooting my phones, to be honest with you, because like you can't trust people nowadays. You can't trust these third-party developers. You don't know, if they're spying on you, root developers and stuff like that, and that's another thing. I was actually reading in an update. I was reading in an update today. I use a module called Pixel Expert. It's kind of like a module that allows you to like customize your Google Pixel phone, only if you have root access. I think I've done a video before on it on my channel. But it requires root, and it requires like exposed. I'm sure you guys have heard of that. The root users, LXposed it's called now. And it basically allows you to customize your phone to your liking, basically, like do more customization than you can, without root. But I looked at the description of the update for the module, and the guy said in there, I couldn't fix it, but Gemini could for me. So basically, he got AI to write the code for him to fix the update. So that tells you right there. I mean, that is just scary. That is just scary, guys. And like I said, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. And I'm very afraid. I'm actually afraid, guys. I know that might sound sissified, but I'm afraid with this stuff. I mean, it's really getting bad. And like this world, unfortunately, is just going downhill. I really hate to say it, but it is. But yeah, that's basically all I got, guys. So like I said, it's dangerous, and it's getting to the point where it's just becoming a moneymaker. So yeah, that's my AI slop video, guys. Like I said, I know a lot of people have been talking about it on Reddit. People have been talking about it on YouTube and whatnot, and I figured that I would join in and make a video about it too, because it's just unnecessary. I really don't like it. I really do not like it, and if I could turn it off on my phone altogether, I definitely would. And on my watch, my Google Pixel Watch 4, and stuff like that, everything. If I could turn it off and not have to hear about AI at all ever again, I would, if I could. I mean, I really wish I could, honestly, but that's unfortunately not the world we live in. And like I said, it's just going to get worse and worse, guys. So that's my video, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to get a video out. It wasn't really quick like I said it was going to be, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be making more videos probably about stuff like this, and Android, and T-Mobile 5G home internet videos and stuff like that. So definitely stick around for those, because they'll definitely be coming. But that's basically the video, guys. Like I said, just wanted to get this video out there. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.